Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink, it is time for some PathOfExile discussion. Patch 3.19 brought some upgrades to the loot pool of one of the already fairly lucrative bosses in the Delve Mines. No, we're not talking about the one you all think we are. Move over Crystal King, it's time for Ahuatotli the Blind to dethrone you as the boss that you want to kill when you're in the Delve Mines. Ahuatotli has two main items on his loot table. The first one is Doriani's Machinarium. This is the rarer of the two drops, and you'll see me get one in this video. There is a challenge to do 17 specific unique maps this league. Of those, one of them is the rarest, and that one is Doriani's Machinarium. So there's quite a lot of demand for this, and it goes for 3 divines at the time I'm recording this video. Kind of expect that to drop a little bit over this league. There'll be a bit of an increase in demand as people want to get their challenges out of the way, but there'll also be an increase in supply because of the other change. The other thing Ahuatotli drops though is the big one. 3.19 introduced the Ultimatum unique map to the game. Now this is comprised of 4 pieces, and of those 4 pieces, one of them is the rarest. That one is the one that drops from Ahuatotli the Blind. Now until today, this was very, very rare from the boss. I did have one pretty early, and I sold it for 6 divine orbs when it dropped, and it seems like it had about a 20% drop rate back then, which is in line with what Doriani's Machinarium seems to be. However, the drop rate of this Ultimatum Aspect was increased, and many people estimate it to be between 40 and 50% now. We don't yet know the exact drop rates, but we can say with absolute certainty that it is miles higher than 20% now, and does feel like 45 or 50%. I don't get one in the run you're seeing in the background here, but it does drop a lot. In terms of mechanics to learn for this fight, this is a fight that is mechanically very complicated. There is a lot going on. However, it's also fairly forgiving if the delve depth is not very high. What I mean by that is that you'll take a lot of big damage hits, but they won't generally one-shot you unless the delve depth is very high. And by that time, you'll have had lots of low delve depth encounters to practice the fight. I'm very rusty on the fight, as you'll see in the background. I haven't been running this guy for a while, and so I've forgotten a number of his moves. But basically, the key thing you want to do is dodge the beams at all costs. These are the beams that emanate from the pillars. Those things inflict a devastating corrupting blood. Whenever I've died to this guy, it's pretty much always because I've been hit by that. The other thing is, don't panic. When he's doing his move where he jumps up in the air and lasers fire from around the arena, at that point, you want to keep moving. Don't try and stand your ground. Don't try and tank it. Keep moving, and most of those lasers will miss you. You'll endure the ones that do hit. As long as you do that, you'll be able to do the fight. Do practice it a bit. It's hard to explain exactly what's going on. There is a lot of damage coming in, but most of it will be in chunks of about 1500 damage, so you'll be able to survive them. Additionally, if you have overwhelming damage, you can take this boss down a lot easier. Anyways, that's what I wanted to point out today, that this boss is making Delve much more lucrative than he's been in the past. And as a result, if you like Delve, then definitely give it a go. Don't feel that it's something that's absolutely mandatory though. This is not one of those super lucrative mechanics for making currency in the game that are so good that they push you into doing them even if you don't find them fun. But if you already enjoy Delve, then definitely make sure that you go out of your way to run every Ahuatotli you come across and sell those juicy Deadly End Ultimatum aspects while they're still worth a bit.